Hi everyone, my name's Nancy and today I am going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag because I am new to Booktube. I decided that this tag would be a really good one to kind of introduce myself properly on my channel because I've only made few videos and I only talk about books. So yeah, I decided that this would be a good way to kind of, get out there and just kind of say hello to the Booktube community. I'm excited to do this tag and I'm just gonna look up questions. I know there's like two different versions, so I'm just gonna pick one. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. First question is, why did you start this channel? And I feel like this goes for a lot of us, and it's just that I really wanted to talk about books. Most of my friends don't like reading, or they don't like reading the same things as I do, or they don't read as much, so I feel like I can't really talk to them about books that much as I would want to. So of course Booktube is a place where I can do that, where I can, be as excited for a book that I love, or share the same opinions, or just learn different opinions about books, and just, just get to talk about books. Yeah, it's just basically, I want to talk about books and discuss books with other people. So that's the reason why I started mine. Question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? And I honestly think that a different Booktuber equals different opinions, and that means more conversations, more different conversations, and just, the more the merrier. And personally, I love reading Spanish literature, so I think maybe that can bring a little bit of diversity in the books I share. It's not the only thing I like to read, so definitely won't be the only thing I talk about on this channel, but I think, once in a while you might learn about a Spanish literature work that you might be interested in. I'm currently trying to reread all the Spanish literature that I like in English because I read most of it in Spanish, so rereading it in English might kind of lead me to talk about those works specifically a little bit more. Question number 3 is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? And honestly, it's just getting to interact with other people and sharing our love for books. The most exciting thing about starting my YouTube channel was when I got my first notification for a comment on a video, and it warmed my heart. I was so excited. It was just one comment, but I was just I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, and I replied and everything. Oh, that was the best thing ever, so I can't wait for more of that through my videos. Question number 4 is, why do you love reading? I don't know, I just really like reading. It's enjoyable. I like going into different worlds and kind of living through a moment through a different character, seeing different points of views, whether I agree with the character or not. I think that's one of the reasons I love reading, and also just learning, whether it be actual, knowledge through nonfiction, or just learning a valuable lesson, going through different experiences through a character, through a book. I think that's one of the most fun things I can do while reading. Just the journey of reading a book and going through the plot line and, being in the heads of the characters. I think that's what makes me love reading, and the knowledge. So yeah. Question number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? So I think of my reading journey as a two-part kind of thing. I was really into reading in elementary school and in middle school, but then kind of stopped in high school, and then just recently got back into reading a few months ago. If we're talking about back in elementary school, it was definitely the Click books. I love the Click books. I read all of them. For my recent rediscovery of my love for reading, I would have to give it to Booktube. There was not a book or a series, it was just my desire to want to read again. I just didn't know what book to pick up. I would go into a bookstore and I just didn't know what to get because I haven't read for pleasure in a really long time, and then I just came across Booktube, and that just changed everything. I started getting recommendations, I started learning what I like and what I don't like, and then just going to a bookstore became more as an exciting thing rather than a stressful thing, and I'm really thankful for Booktube for that. It wouldn't be a book or a series, I think it would be Booktube itself. Question number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Can we be friends? That would be my first question. But, what other question would it be? Another question would be, I guess, is any advice on, starting a Booktube channel and how to make it better? How to make a good book review, because I've been wanting to make a book review, but I feel like my book reviews probably would be all over the place. It will be questions about Booktube and just more love about books and honestly, that's really all I can say. So yeah, I don't know. Question number 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? For me personally would be just keeping up with it, because I am very busy. I have a summer job right now, and I'm going to be a full-time student again coming up in the fall. So just finding the time to film and edit and like upload it, and also just keeping up with my reading. Honestly, it would just be time management for booktube. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? Like I mentioned before, elementary school, and then recently it was at the beginning of this year. Question number 9 is, where do you read? And honestly, I prefer to read on a couch. So on this little couch that I'm currently sitting in, and that squeaks while I move in it. Also like at the end of my living room couch. So yeah, also my bed, but that gets uncomfortable really fast, so I just need some structure like around me, like armrests. So I would say a chair or a couch. So, and then the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? Like I also mentioned before, Spanish literature books, and I also like fantasy. I like YA. I do like nonfiction as well. I really do like historical fiction. Oh, and thrillers. I really love mystery thrillers. I'm all about that, and honestly, that goes the same for TV shows. Most of the things that I watch is like criminal shows, like Criminal Minds, Law and Order. Like that's just my thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that my answers weren't all over the place, because that's how it felt. I feel like I didn't have any cohesive thoughts, but I don't know, I was a little nervous. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, make sure to like the video and subscribe and all those YouTube-y things. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.